10 sneaky signs your man is cheating on you. At the onset of a new relationship, it's challenging to envision that anything could possibly go awry, that passion may dwindle, and the person you adore could one day be drawn to another to the extent of finding you unappealing. Yet, it's a common occurrence, and it doesn't reflect any shortcomings on your part. Infidelity happens to numerous individuals, causing an immense emotional pain. The fact is, there isn't a foolproof method to identify potential cheaters. At times, they are astute and discreet enough to remain undetected. However, if you notice a few of these warning signs, it might be an indication that something is amiss. 1. Unexplained absences. It's completely typical for a man to have his own circle of friends and family, with whom he enjoys spending time occasionally. However, if he starts having unexplained absences, leaving you curious about his whereabouts and companions, there may be cause for concern. Here's the key insight: when a man is involved in infidelity, he's determined to keep it concealed from his partner. Thus, if you inquire about his recent whereabouts and activities after he returns home late, and he seems evasive, you may receive an unsatisfactory response. You've caught him off guard. Pay attention to his emotional demeanor and nonverbal cues. Does he seem irritated by your inquiries regarding his location? If his mood shifts and he becomes easily agitated when you ask questions, it could be a potential indicator that something is awry. 2. Secrets. If you notice a shift in his behavior, transitioning from a carefree and open individual to someone who guards and meticulously manages his electronic devices, it could be indicative of concealed activities he'd rather keep from you. This transformation might manifest in various ways. Perhaps he abruptly ends phone conversations when you enter the room or begins avoiding your presence. These actions may signal that he's engaging with or meeting someone else and wishes to conceal it. In cases where there's nothing to conceal, he wouldn't be bothered if you happen to glimpse or overhear his interactions. Furthermore, he might exhibit secretive tendencies regarding his phone's history. This could involve erasing all call logs, text messages, and Facebook chats. If something suspicious is transpiring, he'll take every possible measure to prevent you from discovering it. 3. His phone is always in his hand, even when he doesn't have a call or text to respond to. Recall the past. Can you remember the last time you came across your partner's phone just sitting idle, unattended? One prominent indication that a man might be concealing something or engaging in infidelity is when he keeps his phone in close proximity at all times. He'll frequently check it, monitoring messages and activities with an almost vigilant attitude, ensuring you don't stumble upon any conversations, messages, or calls. I'm not suggesting that every man would be incessantly glued to his phone around the clock if he were involved in infidelity. However, if you begin to observe a noticeable increase in the time his phone remains actively engaged, even when there's no apparent reason for it, it's a sign that warrants your attention. 4. He doesn't want you to meet his friends or family. There could be various reasons why a man hesitates to introduce you to those close to him. It's possible that his family or close friends are already aware of certain aspects of his life, and he's concerned about them revealing something he'd rather keep under wraps. Alternatively, he might not view your relationship as serious enough to warrant introductions to his inner circle. In either case, these situations should raise concerns. If he explicitly expresses a desire to maintain the relationship in a casual manner, it's natural to be suspicious. If there's another person in his life, he might want to avoid the introduction, especially to those who hold significant importance to him. You might notice a pattern where every time you express interest in meeting his friends or family, he reacts strangely and makes efforts to circumvent such encounters. If he responds with silence when you bring up the topic, there might be a legitimate cause for concern. A man who genuinely loves you should not hesitate to introduce you to the most significant individuals in his life. 5. His behavior is erratic. There are a few possible explanations for erratic behavior in a relationship. It could stem from significant emotional struggles and confusion, or it could be a sign of infidelity. When a man's mood constantly fluctuates, it may indicate that something is transpiring behind the scenes. It's possible he had a disagreement with another person, maybe someone he's involved with, or he might be grappling with feelings of guilt. He might even be feeling dissatisfied with the relationship but unsure about how to address it. Another factor to consider is the possibility that he is trying to conceal something related to his phone. It's conceivable that he was engaging in online conversations with someone else just before bedtime while you were occupied with your nighttime routine. Regardless of the underlying cause, having an unpredictable person in your life can be challenging. If such behavior persists without any discernible reason, it's advisable to address the issue and have an open conversation. Sitting down with him and discussing your concerns may prompt him to be honest about what's happening. If not, it can, at the very least, confirm that something is amiss. 6. He's being less attentive in bed. When a man is involved in infidelity, his attitude toward intimacy can change. Regardless of how passionate he once was during the initial weeks or months, cheating can significantly alter his perspective on physical connection with you. You may start to observe a decline in his enthusiasm for bonding with you after the lights go out. He might exhibit signs like incessantly checking his phone, turning away to sleep, or exiting the room without a word. If you suspect that something isn't right, it's essential to initiate a conversation with him about the situation. If he proves unwilling to share his feelings, it's a clear indicator that there's an issue he's not addressing. 7. Hiding his phone. If you happen to notice that your partner is concealing his phone, there may be a cause for concern. His efforts to shield the screen from your view likely stem from a specific reason. Is it a consistent pattern where he switches off his phone or discreetly stows it away when you enter the room? Perhaps he's hesitant to reveal a multitude of messages from other women. When a man is engaged in infidelity, he'll go to great lengths to maintain secrecy. In fact, even when you're in close proximity, he'll still make an extra effort to obscure his activities. The most effective way to address the situation is to openly inquire about what he might be hiding and why he feels compelled to do so. 8. He seems distant, distracted, and irritable. His emotional distance might be attributed to the guilt he's harboring due to the affair. He may constantly wrestle with thoughts of the other woman, unsure of how to come clean with the truth. When a man engages in infidelity, his thoughts are often consumed by the other woman, making it a challenging situation to navigate. Despite his efforts to maintain a facade of normalcy, he could be emotionally distant, with his mind preoccupied elsewhere throughout the day. 9. Less sense of commitment. When a man truly loves his partner, he's inclined to share the happenings in his life with her willingly. He usually takes the extra step to disclose even the most ordinary details because it brings him genuine happiness. Conversely, if he's concealing something from you, it can become challenging for him to be forthcoming. Even though he may still make an effort to maintain openness, he no longer resides in that place of ease and guiltlessness. Consequently, certain aspects of his day may not cast him in the best light, making him apprehensive about sharing such information, fearing potential discovery. 10. He says he doesn't think the two of you are compatible anymore. At a certain juncture, an unfaithful partner may cease their efforts to mend the relationship. During discussions about your shared future, they might express doubts about your compatibility. Many men employ the phrase, "we're no longer compatible," as an exit strategy from a relationship. When a man seeks a way out of his marriage, he may begin to criticize various aspects of your character and even lament the loss of passion in your relationship. This could be his way of rationalizing an affair. He may not be inclined to invest time in resolving issues with you because he's preoccupied with someone else. When you decide to address the situation, it will become evident whether there's a chance to salvage your relationship. If he's unwilling to grant you that opportunity, it may be the right time for you to consider moving forward. Conclusion. Spotting a cheater can be challenging, and the first step is acknowledging the possibility. Many women are reluctant to even consider this possibility, preferring to ignore warning signs until the issues escalate and harm the relationship. If you found a man you love and want to spend your life with, it's crucial to emphasize the importance of faithfulness. Simply going on dates and enjoying each other's company is no longer sufficient in our contemporary world, where infidelity and deception are prevalent. If you observe any of these indicators, your partner may be cheating on you or, at the very least, losing interest. Rather than waiting to discover that he's already involved with someone else, have an open conversation with him and offer the opportunity for an explanation. Ultimately, clear communication remains the most effective means of ascertaining the truth about the situation. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.